talking about some She-Hulk in our live show. She-Hulk episode 2 came out the other day. What was it? Attorney for Hire, I think the name of the episode was. So we'll do how we break down everything, or how we break down TV shows, our kind of new way we're trying now. We'll start off with a little recap, talk about some of the good and bad stuff, and then get into our predictions. So you guys want to do a quick recap of just what the episode was about?
You're the one that's quick, because we are long-winded. You know that. So, me and Brandon start talking this, we were like, a minute 12, a minute 42. Yeah. Let's just let you go ahead and do that quick recap.
All right. So I'll be kind of quick, and then we'll get into more details once we talk about the good and bad stuff that we liked about it. But basically, Jennifer Walters kind of everyone finds out about her being She-Hulk because of the last episode. She basically loses her job because she's a distraction. So she kind of goes on a job hunt. No one wants to hire her because she's like a sideshow, a liability, she was told. She's a circus act, so no one wanted to deal with it, which kind of really sucks for somebody who spent so much time and money, effort, and tears and blood in becoming a lawyer. And so she finally is kind of at the bar, and the dude she was suing in the first episode winds up coming up to her and telling her, "You're good. You were going to beat me until you became the She-Hulk, and then I had a mistrial, blah, blah, blah." Well, that's why she got fired, because it was a mistrial for her becoming the Hulk, and she saved the jury, so all the jury became biased. So they're like, mistrial. So the guy she was going to beat and sue and win came to her, gave her the job. She said yes, of course, and she finds out later that it's to be a lawyer for other superheroes. So she has to, part of the thing is she has to be She-Hulk in court and at work. So it's very interesting. It's part of her uniform
is being She-Hulk.
Yeah, so super interesting. And then she's given the her first case at the new job, and it is to help. Was it Balansky? I forgot what his name was. But he's basically Balansky, who is the abomination from the Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton Hulk. He's the bad guy. So she has to help him get out. So she has some issues, talks to Hulk about it, and she decides to take the job. And then the episode ends. Yeah. So very quick episode, less than 30 minutes with credits. That sucks. So real quick, right off the bat, I'll start with something I really didn't like, since I'm already kind of like going on.
Yep.
That was the thing I disliked the most, was it just ended right when I felt like it just started. And and the credits rolled, and it started, and I literally screamed out loud. I'm like, that's it. And I think my girlfriend was like half asleep on the couch, and she's like, what? So I felt bad. I was very, very disappointed. I was like it's not only I wanted more, I was like, I needed more. It was like it didn't feel like a full episode. So that was my biggest issue with it. But would you guys got any good, bad, good stuff, bad stuff?
I definitely agree. I definitely agree, Tank, about it feeling incomplete. Like just as it was hitting that crescendo, it just kind of ended. It was too abrupt. They could have given it a good 10, 15 more minutes, man.
I did.
But I still like the overall tone of the show. I like how tongue in cheek it is. It's very light. It's got like. It's exactly what they advertised it as it was getting closer, like a legal comedy. It reminds me of Ally McBeal that happens to star a superhero. I like that tone. And Tatiana Maslany, such a great actress. She was my main selling point on this show. I wasn't sure how to feel about a She-Hulk show until I heard she was cast. So I've been a fan of hers ever since Orphan Black. So, I was really happy, and I have been very happy with her so far. She does that kind of awkward, unsure of herself, Jennifer Walters, and, the same things thus far as She-Hulk, which is kind of fun to watch. You know, she's really good at that. And did you see who played her dad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Freaking cousin Larry. I was so happy. I loved Perfect Strangers as a kid. I don't know why it was so stupid, but yeah, it was just such a good show.
I was kind of hoping Balky would show up.
Oh, he has to. He has to be like Balansky's like, I don't know, father, cousin, brother or something, right? I mean, give him another shitty accent and
you know what? And you know what? Yeah, because they've said several times that Blonsky is Russian born. Have him play his Russian dad or something like that.
Yes, that would be so good.
Speaking of Blonsky, it was kind of interesting and fresh to see the direction they took with him, basically being a hippie or a man of peace now, or at least pretending to be one.
Was he pretending?
I'm sure a lot of people. I've been avoiding a lot of stuff on social media and any YouTube videos other than ours, but you got to do something new with a character to make things fresh. You can't always keep them in the same spot that they originally were. You have to do something new with a character, and they have. And I'm kind of interested in seeing where they go with that. And it's Tim Roth. It's Tim Roth returning to the MCU.
Yeah, which is awesome.
But yeah. Overall, I had fun with it, and the Easter eggs here and there really, really got me excited too.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Brian?
This was like, for me, more about the Hulk than anything. Sure, we understand She-Hulk. She got fired. Understand she's looking for a job, but the information, that 5 minutes that we got about the Hulk, was so important to me and was so funny. That's why I enjoyed so much about it. I mean, I enjoyed that more than anything. And then even when he's talking about Blansky, he was like, he wrote me a haiku years back. We squashed the whole thing. This is nothing to me. I have no problem with it. I'm literally a different guy now. I'm literally a different guy. And I thought that was fun. And then when they pulled back and you saw the Hulk, he said, I'm out of town right now. And you might lose me. And then you lost him. And you saw him on the spaceship. Yes. That's the most important thing. I told you Hulk is my favorite character. This is more important than any other stuff. The fact that she's able to do it, she's able to have a funny show that is, good, but having those little things that connected to all the rest of the MCU is going to make this one of those really good shows that is connected to everything. And then she's still going to have her focus on her, because I feel like her being She-Hulk, she's going to have more respect for Bruce. But I also love the fact that we asked last week, I don't know if we're going to see Bruce again. Or are we going to get any more Hulk? And immediately get more Hulk. Mm-hmm. I thought that was important, and I thought it was awesome. And I think it's going to, these first 2 episodes are going to set up the rest of the episodes. And that's why I think this was a short episode, because the rest of the episodes are going to be bigger things going on. Only thing you need to know this episode was that what was going on with her. She losing her job. What was going on with Bruce? He'll be on the spaceship. We're going to get World War Hulk. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. It's going to be awesome. But and then now her being She-Hulk around the office and how that's going to affect her life. If you go into anything else, it's another part of the story. You're not going to be able to cut it off in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then and then having that little spark, the end credit at the end, I thought that was good too.
Yeah, that was funny. I think all the end credits are going to be a little goofy,
little nothing kind of goofy, kind of tongue in cheek, kind of.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, we know Wong is going to be in it, right? We knew that Tim Roth's Abomination is going out doing these cage fights. We already knew this was happening, right? So I mean, we knew this was going to come up. So getting in the second episode is important too. And how is she going to be able to do her job as a lawyer? Because if it was straightforward, like it was setting up, then it wouldn't have been a job. It wouldn't have been hard. They actually created the thing. So, and now we get to see the behind the scenes. We understand why we're going to get Wong in it. We understand. I think we're going to find out either one or two things. I know it's not the time to talk about what's going to happen in the future, but I feel like it was like either Roth has separated himself from Abomination, just like the Hulk has, or he's not. But the way he's found his center, it was about getting all that energy out, all that out with Wong, and Wong is teaching them the ways of the mystical arts.
I can see that. Maybe not teaching him, but like kind of I guess that would be teaching him, but like showing him like how to get, because like in Doctor, that's what I started thinking, because in Doctor Strange 1, remember at the end they go to the guy who went and learned how to be a wizard just so he can walk again.
Yeah.
So he can walk
I wonder if it's something like, I wonder if it's something along that line, or like I'm just gonna teach him enough where he can keep his mind, kind of thing, you know what I mean? But it was either that, or because I also like the part where she called Hulk, or her cousin, and told her, and eventually he tells her like, "Oh yeah, we worked it out, we're good." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, "It's just very interesting," but it also makes sense because Bruce is a smart person, and Belansky is, he's not a dummy. He's a high ranked person in the military, stuff like that. So, it's just very like having them work it out is kind of like okay, but also, would Hulk have helped him? He's like, hey, I learned how to merge the two together, and become Smart Hulk. I can help you out. So did Bruce help him out? And kind of like, so I'm kind of interesting like going forward what would happen, but just them two together, I was like, really? These two.
Brandon said Belansky was lying, saying that he did. I don't think Belansky was lying. Oh, he did say that. I think Belansky wasn't lying still. That he's just not telling you all the truth. So he did find a way to find peace, to center himself, but he separated himself from becoming an Abomination, and that's what it is. And the Abomination still gets to have his life, and Belansky gets to have his life.
Yeah.
So like physically separated, or
no, like like the Hulk is one guy.
They can switch,
and exactly. Like
just like kind of like Bruce Banner in Ragnarok. Like how they each have one hand on the wheel. Exactly. Kind of like that. Am I understanding that correct?
Yeah, but now he's figured out a way. We're gonna let you get your steam off. I'm gonna have my steam out. And this is how you're doing it.
Okay, because I'm like, who's Cal Lightman?
Lie to me. That's so good. That's so good. I like that, Andy.
Which is funny because there are a lot of people that are saying like, oh, he's lying, he's faking. Once he gets out, he's gonna tear shit up.
Yeah, I wonder what's gonna happen when or if he gets out. Because I'm pretty sure, I think it's very safe to say, we're going to see Blonsky show up as a member of the Thunderbolts. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Didn't they already release the names for the Thunderbolts?
There's a rumored list. It's not set in stone. I think the only people that we could definitely count on seeing are obviously U.S. Agent and Yelena so far. Yelena.
You don't think Winter Soldier is definitely part of it?
He could be.
Well, maybe.
Even though I'm not sure.
He's in the rumor list.
Yeah, even though I'm not sure, unless they have something on him or threaten or blackmail Bucky with. I'm not sure why he joined a member or an organization like the Thunderbolts of his own free will. So we'd have to see.
Or it could he's not necessarily a member, but he's being brought in by U.S. Agent.
He's more of like a babysitter. I can see him. I can see that's when I saw him on that list. I'm like, oh, he's a babysitter. He's in here to make sure none of them do anything too messed up. That's what I thought. If he is,
what if Captain America asked him to do that? Can you watch them just to make sure? I'm not sure about this idea. Bucky, can you just watch them for me?
That'd be interesting.
So he's not part of the Thunderbolts, but he's in the Thunderbolts show.
Mhm.
Yeah, I could see that. Or I feel like Yelena would end up being like a double agent. You know, just being a widow. Uh, but oh yeah. Andy says they're calling it the Thunderbolts, but it's going to be more like the Dark Avengers. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Andy. You know,
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking at this as Dark Avengers. You know, either way it goes, this is going to be Marvel's answer to Suicide Squad, pretty much.
I think so. I mean, if they do go the Dark Avenger route, that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I think like this is one of the Thunderbolts is phase 5, right? It's gonna be phase 5.
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah,
so.
like this is probably one of the more one of the higher ones on my list that I'm really looking forward to for phase 5.
Let's not get too far off of She-Hulk, guys.
Okay, yeah.
I wake up in the morning, I piss excellent.
Yeah, let's go back to She-Hulk. So where were we about She-Hulk?
I'm just talking about some of the good stuff, bad stuff.
I mean, I thought it was fine. I mean, I knew it was very short because I was like watching. I was like, wow, this is 27 minutes. Wow, this is fast. But I think it did what it came to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and if you extended it any longer, you would have to go into another part of the story, and then you just be stopping it in the middle. Now she's accepted the job. She's found out the problem. You see the problem. And now, where's it go from there? And now she doesn't have Bruce there to help her get through these things like he was doing before. Now it's gone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think that's important.
Yeah. So I'm.
But did you like this episode, or was it something? Would you? I mean, you wanting more that had become a problem, not giving you enough.
I didn't get as much as I wanted from this episode. I'd say that was my biggest beef with it. Just as things kind of were really getting good, and I was kind of hitting that spot where I was really feeling engaged and hooked in. It just stopped.
But isn't that what's going to happen to any 30-minute episode?
Yeah, but I didn't really feel a sense of payoff. There's at least sometimes a sense of payoff even with 30-minute episodes.
I mean, she got her job. She met Abomination, and you see the problem. Now she's not going to solve the problem right now because this is a Disney Plus show. So you can continue to do that, and you can continuously have cliffhangers. And I think that's fine.
I think it kind of felt like there was more that they were going to do, but they just cut this episode short almost as an afterthought. That's how it kind of felt to me, if that makes sense. The way that it
could have did any more than 30 minutes. I don't see what you could have done more within the 30 minutes.
I mean, but I think that's part of the issue is like, why go 30 minutes? Yeah. Go 40, go 45, go 40. Add another 15 more minutes and add in like I think a better cliffhanger would have been like her in the office telling she made it and blah blah blah, and like you add her telling the boss, and the boss tells her, oh, look at this new leak, and she sees it at work, and then now she's trying to put together a new plan, and then Wong comes in and is like, oh, I can help you. That seems like is wanting more. That's more of wanting more rather than it just stopping, because this one just stopped, like mid-story just stopped. That's what I felt.
It just felt very abrupt to me.
I just think that the whole show is going to be about getting Abomination out. That's the whole show. Yeah. So you're just introducing the problem and you're introducing the characters and now showing the problem, and you're taking away the Hulk. So her security blanket, you've done it. So now the rest of the show is going to be about the trial, because it's going to be a law show. It's going to be a courtroom show. That's what the rest of this is going to be.
Yeah, which I like I said, the ending didn't ruin it. Like it did upset me because I was so into it and I was so wanting more. It wasn't like, oh, it was a bad ending. It was a good ending, but it just was so fast and so like felt blindsided almost. Yeah. So it's not because I hated it, but It wasn't too bad. I'm trying to think if there's anything other like parts that were pretty bad. I know like Chillmonger and a couple other people were trying to put together time like time parts. You know, it's like, oh, because here he's back to the Hulk, but in Shang-Chi, he's still Bruce with the sling on. You know, and if you go back and watch that movie, he's wearing the arm thing that like keeps him in human form, which is insane.
Like,
how did anybody notice that? I was like, what the hell? How did like not enough people talk about it? Yeah.
But does that kind of make sense? But it isn't. I don't know what the time. What's the time problem? I don't understand, because you saw that he did that and then he turned back into the Hulk right then.
Yeah.
So we know that we're after Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
We're after
even after the post credits, you know, because the post credit was like a month later or whatever it said. So, you know, that even took place after the movie.
Yeah.
You know, because they're back at home and stuff like that. So, yeah, I as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, it's video from weeks ago. So, like, it got leaked. You know what I mean? It's not like live. So that's what I kind of took it as.
Yeah,
so
exactly what I said. This is not something that I already have. We finally found out that he's been leaving doing these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leaked video.
Oh, so does
I'm curious as to why?
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing. But all right, so we're getting to some predictions and we'll start wrapping it up. So here's one, or more of a question, you know, that can lead into some predictions. Does Wong come on his own free will to help Balansky, or does he get summoned? You know what I mean? Or what is that called? Legally summoned? What the hell is that called?
That's kind of going by the trailers. I that's what I initially assumed, but you know, the was there a new boss who didn't seem very happy about it at the end of the episode?
I don't know. He didn't really. He always was
monotone. Like, oh, so you took the case. Great. Now turn on your TV. See you later. Goodbye. Win this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, I don't know what Wong was, you know, if it was legally sanctioned or what. I'm assuming now it wasn't.
No, I mean, because Wong doesn't live in the United States necessarily, so you can't legally pull him to New York. Well, he's just there because she is a She-Hulk. Yeah. She's a She-Hulk. He feels like I could talk to this superhero, and he finds out that she's just trying to be a lawyer.
See, it just brings up so much with Wong.
He's not going to be an American citizen.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, Doctor Strange had to go halfway across the world.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't even think about that. You know, but it's just because he wanted her. Like, Abomination wanted her to be his lawyer, which is super interesting. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's pro bono. They're doing it for free. They're doing it just for the PR. But I wonder if it's part of the plan. Like, did he and Wong work together to kind of like figure it out, or I don't know. I
think he's just very smart in itself.
He is.
I think Wong is just trying to find balance. He's not worried about what the laws are of the land. He's the sorcerer supreme. So he's just trying to balance the character, balance the person out. He didn't care about what the law says. Oh, I'm gonna get you out because I can get you out. I'm sorcerer supreme. Who's gonna tell me not?
Yeah. So Val wanted her
boss.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, wait, did Val want? Oh, I thought he requested her.
I also believe that. Oh, Brent.
I could be. I usually watch it like twice, but I only get to see it once. Go check that. Yeah, but it was super interesting. So, but also, see, it would make sense if Balansky wanted her, because it's like, oh, see, here's the cousin of the guy that I fought and we made up, and now she's helping me. You know, like everything's kind of good now. You know? So I'm interesting.
Which that makes perfect sense, you know. And then Wong was looking at her like, she's a superhero.
Yeah.
She's gonna understand.
Yeah, Valerie.
Oh, Val.
Valentina.
Valentina. Yeah, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Wanted her.
I'm mad Elaine from Seinfeld works.
Yeah.
That totally got us. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. She hasn't been in enough to remember her name yet. You know.
Yeah. Just the 2 appearances so far.
Not yet.
3 technically.
3.
Oh shit! I think Andy brought up a good thing. He was talking about like Valentina or Valentine, whatever her name is. Is she going to be in this one? You think she's going to show up in this show
at the end? Because
she
could
set
set up Thunderbolts
for setup. Yeah, exactly. I think this would be a good time.
Yeah, definitely. But who does she go after? Does she go after Abomination or She-Hulk?
Abomination.
Yeah. I mean,
I see her leaving She-Hulk alone, just kind of setting about, starting the recruitment process for the Thunderbolts.
And She-Hulk is just going to be out in the world, and it's going to kind of get you used to seeing all these supers popping up everywhere.
Yep.
Which is going to lead right into mutants just being around there everywhere.
Maybe. Jeez.
It's all coming together, guys. And Feige just sending like the excellent.
Yeah. I like to think he does that. He does exactly that. He does exactly that.
He takes off whatever hat and puts a Simpsons hat on and does it. That's funny. I don't know. Any other predictions you guys got? Last couple minutes talking about it.
That's all on my end.
Yeah.
Anything you want to see?
World
Daredevil.
War Hulk. World War Hulk. That's all I care. I want to see Hulk go do what he needs to do.
Yeah. So is this the last time we see Hulk in the show?
I think so.
I think so too. I don't really see after what they showed after that reveal. There's no point in him showing up.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm good with him being done with the show. I think that's good. So, but I'm sorry. I know you were gonna say something. I cut you off.
Oh no, Brandon. I was just gonna say. Well, I already said it anyway. I'm excited to see Daredevil. I want to see more of him in his red and in yellow suited glory. You know,
that's gonna be interesting. Yeah. He's going to get her the uniform. I can see Hulk like, hey, go back to my island, my Mexico island. Like, there's some stuff for you. You know, maybe he like sends her. I don't know.
Yeah. Where is Hulk going to, guys? That's what I want to know.
Oh, he's going back to Sakaar. Yeah. I mean, it's a Sakaar ship, so.
Yep. Sakaarian ship. So he's going back to Sakaar.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it's funny. It's like so far this show, like it set up the next Hulk movie, which is insane when you think about it. Like, yeah, because by then will the rights already come back to Marvel, or do they already own
2023? I believe the rights will come back. That's why you could. Yeah, I believe that's why you could play in the next Hulk movie.
Yeah. So it's very similar to his Endgame outfit. Yeah, the purple. Yeah. Oh shit! It really was.
Yeah, purple and white.
June of 2023.
And then July is when they start filming.
Exactly.
That deadbeat dad needs to pick up his kid. But yeah, Daredevil's gonna be interesting. Oh, so that's one. You think is Daredevil going to show up to stop her from representing Abomination? Like he's like, oh, he's not a good guy. He's a bad guy. You know.
I don't think Daredevil.
I don't think he would. in this case.
No.
Do you think Daredevil's going to be there as an opponent, like a someone to help her, or someone to go against her?
Yeah, I don't know.
Someone that goes against her.
I think so. Because if he wanted to help, he would have came as my God, the real person, not the
Banner.
superhero. Daredevil.
Daredevil. Oh, Matt Murdock.
Murdock.
Yeah.
Because if he wanted to help her, he would have came out as Matt Murdock. But since he showed up, with the weapons already out and doing all his crazy flips and shit, and so I wonder, that's gonna be interesting. I'm excited.
Be fair.
Let's see how many. Anything else, guys?
Nope. That's one. That's want us to hurry up. I can't wait for the Hulk solo film that they couldn't release. I'm telling you, they couldn't release it because they don't have the rights until June 2023. But this is going to be one of those movies that is in one of those spots that you're like, why is there no movie right here? And
Phase 6.
Yep. Or no, I'm saying Phase 5. And there's room like there's like a.
I think Phase 5 is filled, ain't it?
But there's a June movie and there's like a November movie, and you're like, where's the one in between?
Yeah,
just sneak it in right there.
Nah, there's no way they can do Phase 5 because Phase 6 is done in 2025 or 4.
Oh, starts.
No, like King Dynasty. That's like
that's the end of 2024, right?
I think
2025.
So.
King Dynasty is May 2025.
Yeah, so we have more than enough time. There's more.
Okay, that's enough time for Phase 6.
Yeah,
because if that starts off, because that's probably going to start off 2025. So most of Phase 6 is going to be 2024, 2020. See, yeah. I think Phase 6 is all going to be 2024. Phase 5 is going to be all of 2023.
So 2023 and 2020. We're still in 2022. So we got 2023 and 2024 before Phase 6. And King Dynasty
ends. Phase 6 ends with King Dynasty, I think. Right?
Secret War.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like Secret Wars is what's.
Well, they're back to back. They're King Dynasty
one's
and
in
then
May, and then the other ones is going to be in like
November.
Yeah. So that's like the end of the year.
Are they that far apart? I thought they were like the next movies, like back to back.
They are the next movie, but there's room for other movies. And my point exactly.
Yeah,
for Phase 6 is what I got.
Yeah, I'm thinking D23 is going to be, where we get those some additional reveals.
I can see that because if you get Thunderbolts in 2024, right here, and they do some bad stuff, and Abomination starts going all full bad guy again, because this is Phase 6. So these are all these holes are going to get filled up in a couple weeks at D23.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
I think
it's possible fall 2024 that you might get Hulk. I see that possible.
Oh, that'd be nice
because it's right in between. It's probably going to be before Fantastic Four, but having two standalone movies that'll help you fill out the rest of all this.
Yeah.
I think that's what's probably going to happen.
Andy's got some jokes. He goes, "What? Can't wait, y'all! we get King Dynasty and The Flash in 2025." Well, one of those we're getting for sure. The other one, I don't know. We'll see. Might get pushed back another year or so.
Hey, that means Aquaman comes in 2025, 26.
Yeah, right.
Probably.
Oh man, but. Cool. I think that's about it, man. We're going for a little while.
Yep.
But yeah, let us know in the comments what you thought about She-Hulk episode 2. If you liked any wild predictions you got, and make sure you guys check us out live. We're live every Friday talking about She-Hulk, and then Mondays talking about the movies. And just come hang out. We do stuff in between and after. And then make sure you hit that sub button, sub and like. Helps us out with the algorithm and all that good stuff.